So you just gotta let him heal, and please, please call me before you two decide to experiment with stuff.
Oh man, how long will my spicy love contestant have to heal? Like an hour or so?
Give him at least 5 days.
5 days? You mean we can't do anything?
No.
But we just got the new swing installed.
I know how exciting having a new swing can be, but unless you want Raul to walk with a permanent limp, you'll leave him alone. He needs to rest his hips. Just give him a little TLC.
Fine, I'll be Nurse Fundy. In fact, I think I got the nurse outfit back from the cleaners. Now, about the, article in question. Is it, dishwasher safe?
I'll email you the care guide, but for now, unplug it from the wall and wipe it down with a soft, clean cloth. I remember a time when we never talked about our sex lives. Yeah, I guess we've grown more accustomed to each other, where we no longer worry about how we appear and have formed a deeper, more open friendship. I was being nostalgic.
Oh, so you want to go back to the way things were? You can't handle the mad passion that me and Raul throw off, huh? I bet it makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, in the underwear area?
I just think that you guys can overshare. Well, if it bothers you that much, we'll try to curb the talk down while you're around.
Why should we? I'm not ashamed of any of my bits, or Raul's bits, or how we stroke, fondle, or mash them together.
No wonder Raul is constantly hurting. Anyways, it's not about shame, it's about respecting other people's personal comfort level. It's not a big deal. I do it all the time. I don't talk sex around my grandparents.
So we gotta treat AJ like he's a grandma now?
Well, not your grandma, Fundy.
That's for sure. In fact, sometimes I wish Grammy Yum Yum would stop talking about the several thousand partners she's had over the last few decades.
She ever mention me?
Yes, repeatedly. She told me that thing you did with the polar bear suit and the modified pneumatic drill.
Good times. The hardest part was finding someone who could manufacture the attachments. You guys are doing it again.
Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? What is going, as they say, down? Me? On Raul? Ha! Get it? Got it? Hated it? Threw it away.
AJ is a little skeeved out because Fundy and I were talking frankly about our sex lives.
Oh, I would think you'd be used to it by now, dude.
I am most of the times, but sometimes it starts to get real graphic and I get a little embarrassed.
Embarrassed? Didn't you and that granola bar of a girlfriend you have dance naked in the public park?
That wasn't sex, Fundy. That was just being naked and welcoming the earth spirit or something. When Autumnal and I are having coitus, it's deeply spiritual, solemn, meaningful, and private. Well, I mean, for her, I just agree with the private part.
Yeah, you are pretty private about your private parts.
I was raised to believe that the sexual act of Congress was something that you shared with your partner, usually in the dark, and that you never talked about it. That sounds like shame. No, I'm not ashamed of the dirty business that Autumnal and I get up to. I just don't feel like sharing it with everybody. And that's your right. What about you, Jason? Are you uncomfortable talking about hanky-spanky here in the clubhouse?
Meh. I mean, from you, Gary, I have no problem at all. What about me? What about me? Oh, I get it. You don't want to hear about my sexploits. It's all because I'm gay, isn't it? You homophobe. I'm not homophobic. I listen to Gary talk about all the sex he's had with dudes.
Oh, speaking of which, I haven't had a chance to tell you about what happened at the Opinion-Ville Bear Jamboree last weekend.
Later, man, I'm defending myself. I don't see what the difference is between Gary's sex stories and my sex stories. What? Are mine not hot enough for you? I can make them hotter. I can make them totally hotter. I can make them so hot they'll burn your junk off your torso.
Oh, please don't! Raul won't survive! This isn't a contest, Fundy.
Yeah, it's just personal preference. Look, Fundy, our relationship is weird. We are polar opposites. Sure, we're friends somehow, but for some reason, when I hear you talk frankly and graphically about what you and Raul get up to, I feel...
Skeeved out?
No, it's more like as if Santa Claus or James Earl Jones or Angela Lansbury started talking to me about all the different positions and partners they've had over the years. I just feel uncomfortable.
James Earl Jones and Angela Lansbury. Now there's a sandwich I'd like to be the meat in.
Gary...
Oh, whatever. There's a part of me that just wishes that we could all get over the whole sex is a private affair thing. It's a physical act that almost everybody does. Why do we have to be so private about it all the time? So you want to live in a society where anyone can talk about sex to anybody without any of the stigmas? Sure. I mean, if we all think about and have sex, then why not just talk about it naturally and openly like we would other stuff? If we could talk about sex without embarrassment, then a lot of problems around sex could be reduced. Oh, you mean if people could talk about sex, then more people would know about STDs and unwanted pregnancies? Yeah, I mean, it's just a physical act. What's so bad about being frank and honest about a physical act?
Pooping and peeing are physical acts, and we don't talk about that openly all the time. Ew, you want to talk about pee-pee and poo-poos? So gross. Bathroom garbage is never appropriate to talk about in mixed company. Oh, so you're okay with some physical stuff, but not other kinds of physical stuff. Sex is different because it's hot, and it's sex. There is nothing hot and sexy about poop.
I know some people that would disagree with you.
And I never want to meet them.
I guess it's about comfort level. Jason and I have known each other for years. He knows me and I know him. Whereas you, Fundy...
I've known Jason since forever. He should be completely okay with what delicious, sexy stories come out of my naughty mouth. Yeah, I've known closeted far-right Christian Fundy for years, but I barely know openly gay far-right Christian super okay describing his sex life Fundy. Give me about 10 more years and then maybe I'll be okay to hear your stories. Aw man, but I got stories now! Stories that I gotta tell. Stories about fluids and lubricants and slip and slides.
But why do you gotta tell them to us?
Who else am I gonna tell them to? The parishioners at the First Monstitarian Church? You three are the only guys that I can tell these things to without... say it. Judgment. You know that if you even hint at your sex life in your religious circles, they will judge you. There's nothing worse than religious people judging you. I should know, I'm an expert at it.
But surely the members at your church know that their pastor is married to a man.
Of course they do. But they think that our marriage is full of chaste kisses and hand-holding and other G-rated crap. What about Gemmy Yum Yum? Your grandma wouldn't care. Aside from Gary, she's the most sexually liberated person in the state.
Actually, she lapped me, dude. She's done things that I would never attempt. That's the most terrifying thing I've heard all year, and we were attacked by a 500-foot internet monster.
I tried talking to Gammy Yum Yum, but all she ever does is critique the stories, and then she tries to one-up me. I don't need to get in a sexual one-upmanship contest with my grandma.
So since you can't talk about your sex life with anybody else, you come here and talk to us about it.
Well, I was, but now that I know that you're a prudish nudist weirdo and that Jason is grossed out by my carnal awesomeness, I guess I'll just keep my mouth shut and start a Tumblr post about it. Okay, anything but a Tumblr post. We'll figure something out.
What do you guys think? Is talking frankly about sex with anybody okay?
Or is it something that should only be reserved for people who you're comfortable with? Comment down in the dirty, dirty comments section. Oh, I know. How about you and Gary agree to meet up before AJ and I get here?
Yeah, that way you can get all your salacious sex romp adventures out of your system.
And we won't have nightmares and can continue to get erections when we want them. Deal.
Do I get a say in this?
No! Oh, hey, you bunch of joiks. It's me, Vermont, here to tell you what to like. Again. And this week, we're gonna be shouting out this channel. Jerkfish. Oh, man. This guy is perfect. Got the perfect name for me. Jerkfish. I wonder if a jerkfish is a real fish or if it's just a name. Anyway, it's that new channel by the guy Finite Atticus. He's a friend of the boss. So small wonder that he's getting a shout out here. Anyway, he does these funny videos where he takes stupid videos by stupid people who have like tiny little stupid brains, and then they put their videos up and they think, ha, nobody can ever make fun of me because I'm so super smart. And then Finite Atticus takes that video and then he makes fun of it in a hauntingly familiar way. Anyway, the videos are fun and you should be subscribed to his channel. So go do it. The link's down there somewhere. Somewhere down there. I'm actually not looking at the comment section. A lot of people think that when we go like this, we're not looking at the comment section. Right now I'm looking at a very dirty cement floor. And a $5 bill. Oh. Well, that's the end of the segment. So long. Come here, you. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is Friday, October 16th, 2015, and it's Alternative Fuel Day, Black Poetry Day, and Bosses Day. Famous dead people celebrating their birthdays today are novelist Oscar Wilde, not novelist Manute Bol, and dictionary dude Noah Webster. And now on to your questions. First up, the original Spaz asked intimate question for Oswald. Should I be concerned that you apparently punched someone and he never got back up? Why? Was they somebody's you know? Like your Bob's, or your dad's, or your grand's? If it was, I'm sorry, but they probably had it coming. So, don't worry about it. They're in a better place. Sick of Washington asks intimate question for Bob Satan. Are you okay? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
Oh, hey, man. I'm fine, I guess, and stuff. Been doing a lot of staring off into space. I'm getting really good at it. I think I'm gonna turn pro and stuff.
Your nastiness asks, I need a drink of biblical proportions. Fundy, do you know any biblical alcoholic drinks? Not really, unless you like wine. That's all they got in the Bible. I guess the most biblical drink that you could have would be to have Jesus turn a lake into wine, and then you and Jesus could strip all naked for a little inebriated baptism fun. I spoke out loud again, didn't I? Okay, that's it. Remember, if you have a question you want to ask intimate questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Until next time, my Wasteland Wanderers, this has been Jason with a D. Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, and I'm gonna shout your name out with the help of my soon-to-be blood brother named Frame.
Soon-to-be blood brother?
Yupper doodles.
You know we can't be blood brothers, Oswald.
I know what you're gonna say. Yours is gonna say that we can't be blood brothers because you're afraid of needles and you'll faint when you see blood. But see, it's gonna be okay because I'm gonna knock you out with a big metal pipe before I take the blood out.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Oh. I see. You don't want to be my blood brother.
No, Oswald, that's not it at all. You see...
No! I don't want to hear your excuse that will just tear my tiny little blue heart into teeny tiny pieces. Let's just do the shouty pouties.
Oswald.
Do the shout outs before my heartbreak turns into angry faith.
Pagan atheist.
Makes up your mind, pagan atheist. Is you a pagan or an atheist? That's like saying you is a spaghetti Pop-Tart. Spaghetti Pop-Tart. Never mind, pagan atheist. You keep being deliciously conflicted.
Stuart Gold.
Oh, come on, Stuart. This is the internet. You've got to have an awesome screen name. I got an awesome screen name. Fuzzy Punches. Except on Tumblr. On Tumblr, I'm Blue Balls. It's balls with a Z at the end. Because it's more edgy.
The Lizard Lass.
You is my favorite hero from the Justice League, Lizard Lass. I love your superhero powers where you can command lizards to do stuff. If I had those powers, I'd be all like, clean my room, lizards, or do my homework, lizards, Or, hey, go talk to those cops for me, lizards.
Cardia Skepsy.
Your name sounds like a new kind of yoga that my mom does. She's all the time doing yoga. Right now she's doing the come home and fall asleep in front of the TV kind of yoga. She's real good at it.
Mesosour.
I love it when dinosaurs sub. If we get enough, we can have a Jurassic Park all up in this piece. And then you can get loose and be all like, I'm gonna eat your arms off. Just don't eat my cute little arms off, Mesosaur, okay? Okay. Alright, all done. And now back to this charade of a relationship we have named Frame.
Oswald, I would be honored to be your blood brother. I just can't.
Why? Is you a Jehovah's Witness and got some kind of blood no-no?
Of course not.
Then what's your problem?
I am a magic picture frame. I don't have blood.
Oh. Hey, if you don't got blood, then what do you got?
I have what all magic picture frames have, glitter and awesome sauce.
That sounds a whole lot better than stupid old blood. Can I have some?
No.
Can I maybe take some when you're asleep?
No.
You're selfish.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Blackie Comics says, instead of watching puppets complain about pop culture, I could have been playing Team Fortress 2. There are about 25 hats I'm looking to buy on the TF2 store. Do you have any hats that I can borrow? I don't lend wearables anymore, so you're on your own, Blackie Comics. As Shakespeare wrote, neither a borrower or lender be. He also wrote, never lend stuff to noobs. He did. I swear he did. It's in that video game play he wrote, The Two Demon Men of Verona. Famous play. Don't look it up. Savant says, instead of watching this week's extra short episode, I could have prepared 3 bags of microwave popcorn. Ah, yes. Microwave popcorn, the caviar of gamers the world over. I can smell that crunchy deliciousness right now. No, seriously, I can smell popcorn. Is somebody making popcorn? Because if they aren't, I may be having a stroke. Waylon the Bat says, instead of getting a puppet patch for my crippling felt addiction, I could have made art for a spooky, scary video game I'm making. Ooh, a spooky, scary video game. Like a little Resident Evil, and a little Five Nights at Freddy's, and a little Fear with a dash of Dr. Mario? What? Dr. Mario is terrifying. Diseases are the scariest things on Earth. I developed a hand-washing obsession from playing that game. Oh no. Just thinking about it makes me want to Purell myself from head to toe.